Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video, where we're going to head to Whistleton, North Carolina to catch some trains. Let's head on over there. Just a little something I wanted to note, this is all fictitious. This is all a fictitious version of 2026 where a lot of retired power was never retired. So yeah, expect to see some kind of cool concepts in here for a fictionalized version of 2026. We start the day at Whistleton Diamond with train M551 from CSX, with an SD70 Mac, a Dash 8, and GEVO for power. After M551 cleared, we quickly went to check and see what the NS signals were to see a clear for an unknown train. That unknown train would actually turn out to be NS12A with a solo SD70 for power. A is one of 5 autorack trains that run through here, those others being 13A, 160, M250, and M255. M250 and M255 are obviously CSX, and those are Rocky Mount to Louisville runs. 13A is self-explanatory. It is the counterpart of 12A, so it is Croxton to McCalla. And 160 is Whistleton to East Point. 160 is a unique case though. While most of these autoracks run daily, 160 is as needed. Also, Whistleton is not an autorack yard. It does not serve autoracks. 160 is simply, I guess, what you could call a relocation move. When there's too many autoracks in Whistleton, they simply make a 160 and run it out to East Point to get the autoracks out of the order. Sometimes it's East Point. It's mostly just wherever the nearest autorack facility is because they don't serve autoracks. So 160 is a unique case though, but alright, let's get back to 12A. "50 minutes after 12A went by, 294 came on through. 294 being Croxton to Jacksonville, as it says on screen. The train has 4 locomotives. I'll explain why in a little bit. .294 and 295 are Croxton and Jacksonville run trains. Both of them were recently combined with 2 other trains though. There were 2 other trains that ran this line, 203 and 204. They were both trailer on flat cars, i.e. entirely piggyback. NS recently decided to combine them with 294 and 95, creating these 10,000-foot behemoths, which are now crocs in the Jacksonville runs with stops in Charlotte because of the TUFC. So 203 and 204 were combined with 294 and 95, and now they're over 10,000 feet long is usually the average length of these trains, which is why they usually have 4, sometimes 5 engines. So, yeah, they're fairly long. So, but yeah, let's get back to it. Though while 294 was passing, an M255 pulled up, as you can see here. There is 204's TUFC, as I previously mentioned. Ten minutes later, we were moving back to the depot when another train came up. A 42V, Roanoke to Valdosta, came running up behind him at full speed. The ex-Union Pacific SD-90 Mac trailing fourth was a neat surprise, though. Not long after 42V cleared, I noticed that M255's headlights and ditch lights had kicked on. A little bit later, an I-006 came charging through. I-005 and I-006 are two North Bergen to Jacksonville runs. Obviously, they run between there. Both trains are daily, and sometimes they have Tropicana. Most of the time they run without it, but I've noticed the last few times I've caught it, they've been having Tropicana. After I-006 cleared, M255 was eventually given the clear and proceeded out of the siding, as you can see here. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again sometime soon. Later.